What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this is not working. But one thing you know that is working, that is me, because I am always working and trying to stay on top of everything that is the Dallas Cowboys for everybody. It is 12:58 in 2 minutes from now on the East Coast. On the West Coast, the Dallas Cowboys, it's 9:58. And at 10 o'clock, the first practice starts for the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. We talk about practice. Not a game now. We talk about practice. But if you do want to talk about a game, 2 weeks from today at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be talking about a game, and Jobu Sports Report will be there covering it like nobody else. Well, there is the television broadcast, but I'll be different. But we do have some news that's not good on the Dallas Cowboys situation here as we start out. When you start out training camp, that's basically the healthiest you're going to be for the most part. From that point, it's literally a war of attrition. We know about Amari well-dressed Cooper, having surgery, clean out surgery back in January to, just maintenance, routine maintenance, which is normally something that's like, a month, 6 weeks or so to heal from. But here we are 7 months later, and he is on the PUP list. Physically unable to perform, still healing. For me, I still wonder what the hell's going on around here, as Vince Lombardi would say. I had half of my meniscus taken out of my knee 4 weeks ago. Half of my meniscus taken out. Now, I'm not saying I'm ready to play in an NFL game, because I'm not. No way. Although I do have my turtle move. But in comparison to, that was deemed a clean out surgery. Although taking out half of your meniscus as opposed to smoothing it out is still considered, a little bit more than just like you got bone spurs or just. There either was one of two things that had to happen with Amari Cooper. Either one, it was in a lot worse shape than what we were let on, and it wasn't just a clean out surgery. Or two, there were complications from the surgery. Now, I am not a doctor. I don't play one here on YouTube. I don't know. But in the grand scheme of things, I want you to think about Dak Prescott, who you can't say his two surgeries were clean out. One of them was, but he completely broke his ankle, snapped it, and then had a clean out surgery. And in the same amount of time that we've been waiting for Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott was back on the field running around. So this is still kind of concerns, although, Amari Cooper has never been a guy who's done much work in training camp with the Dallas Cowboys. Let's be clear on that one. The other one that kind of comes out of left field for me is DeMarcus Lawrence. D-Law is on the PUP list for back issues. Talking about day one, D-Law is on the PUP list for back issues. Now, you may remember his third season where he was suspended for PEDs and had back surgery. The interesting thing, though, about D-Law was with the back surgery and things. It's kind of amazing because at that point when he had back surgery, he wasn't the DeMarcus Lawrence that he became after the back surgery. Because at that point, we looked at the defense and said, oh my God, who gonna rush the passer? You could arguably say that the best player we had on the defensive line, or most consistent, was Tyrone Crawford at that time. And that's why the Cowboys reached out of desperation for Taco Charlton. But DeMarcus Lawrence came through on that training camp and that season. That season was the best season he had after that back surgery where, he could have been a defensive MVP. He was in the conversation there with my man Calais Campbell, who was runner-up, by the way, who I actually said I wanted on the Cowboys, but that's another story. That one is a little more concerning because we hadn't heard anything about D-Law having any back issues before just now. And I'm hoping that it is just, you're a veteran. We know you know what to do. We're going to take it easy. Maybe it's like you woke up this morning and you got, a little twinge in your back, or maybe you're just a veteran now that's saying, you know what? My back kind of sore today. I think I need an extra day or two before we get back out on the field. And you're doing that kind of deal. And that may be the case with Amari Cooper too, because I think of Gary Clark, JMU alumni, who it seemed like every week when he played for the Washington football team, he was on, wasn't practicing. He was always injured, always messed up. But damn if he didn't show up on Sundays to play lights out and kill the Cowboys. Man. But at least our quarterback, Dak Prescott, is a 100% go. Now, I'm also going to play one more side of this equation here because, I like to talk a lot. It's funny, my man Dave said to me, he said, I don't know how you do it. He said, but do you ever get worried that you won't have something to ask or talk about? Dave, you don't know me very well, do you? My wife says I could talk to a brick wall, and I have talked to brick walls before. Cinder block as well. The good thing is, and this is where I'm going to equate things to when I go back to Dak Prescott, even though I've been accused of being too much Dak. Because DeMarcus Lawrence may be not practicing yet, because Amari Cooper may not be practicing yet, this gives the opportunity for some of these younger guys to get some more experience. Because in the same way that it was like a perfect storm to actually get Dak Prescott up to speed. If Kellen Moore doesn't break his ankle in training camp when he does, Dak Prescott doesn't get all those reps and playing time in preseason before Tony Romo got hurt. And if Dak Prescott didn't all of a sudden, if he stayed third string quarterback and now all of a sudden in the middle of the season, you're now the guy, you may not have those reps and experience and knowledge to be able to go on and be successful. But because Kellen Moore got hurt, now you're the backup. Tony Romo, the veteran, has days off and doesn't really play in preseason. He got the experience that led him through that season. And this is where we've got guys like, all the pass rushers that we have that will get a chance to kind of get in the rotation and get a couple extra reps. This will give some of those receivers an extra, few reps and things in there, and an opportunity for the team to be able to see them in action and say, hey, you know what? Maybe we need to take a second look at this guy because, I know he's low on the depth chart, but he's actually showing up and doing really, really well. And when you think of a guy like Drew Pearson, who was an undrafted rookie free agent, who the Cowboys actually released but were able to bring him back, had he not gotten that opportunity, he might not be going into Canton in 2 weeks. All right, y'all. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm out running about and getting stuff together for the Hall of Fame. We will be leaving 2 weeks from now. We'll be in Canton. And I want to make sure that you guys enjoy what we're going to do. See you soon.